Alright, here we are. This is going to be a little bit of an experience right now. We're going to be doing a talk show host. I'm starting now with my good friend Max. Alright now, let's start this.
We're here in a dorm room. We're here to talk about dorm life and how terrible it's become.
It's become very terrible. We have this thing here. It's called martial law. Pretty much what that means is that you cannot come back to the dorm, which doesn't make any sense because in real life, martial law means that you can't leave the dorm, but this one means you can't come back to the dorm until a certain point. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, actually, martial law is when the army takes over the government.
Takes over the government?
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Doesn't the government control the army in the first place?
Yeah, but then when the government...
Government.
So the army is stronger than the government. Think about it. The government's just a bunch of old white folks who don't know what they're doing, and the army could do whatever they want because they got guns.
The army could do... Well, yeah, but that doesn't make sense though, because wouldn't martial law be a law that's done by the government? If it's a law done by the army.
It's a law done by the army.
It's a law done... I'm so confused now. Anyways, the point is that they're doing something retarded and making martial law something to do with not coming back to dorm, which obviously has nothing to do with an army taking over the government.
Alright.
It's a bit weird. I don't understand what's the point of it. You gotta bring all your shit first of all to the locker room, which is fucking bullshit. I don't want to do that. Why would you ever want a shower in the locker room? There's no reason why you shouldn't come back to the dorm and shower. You gotta go to the locker room. The locker room sucks.
But the locker room's fizzle-dizzle fresh.
The locker room, I'm talking about the locker room. You're saying the locker room, that doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about now? I was watching this video on the Vimeo. You know the Vimeo? It's like a website where they put all this artsy-fartsy crap on there, and you can watch like these cool videos. And I watched one, I think it was by Vice. They make cool videos about this one in Afghanistan, and apparently the soldiers that are fighting the military are so high on heroin that they can't even tie their own sandbags, and we're supposed to just leave them there to defend their country. And it's a bit ridiculous, don't you?
Who cares?
Who cares? I care.
It has nothing to do with you.
It has everything to do with me.
You're here. What does that matter to you?
Anyway.
Right. It doesn't matter to you.
Because ukuleles are awesome. Everyone should own a ukulele. Do you know that I knew this guy? He owned a pub on 9th Avenue, and he would play the ukulele every day, and he was terrible. But people loved him because they were so drunk that they couldn't comprehend what good music was.
Is that you?
What?
Was that you who played
That wasn't
the ukulele?
me. No,
you
that was...
suck at the ukulele.
I am awesome at the ukulele.
Play us a chord then.
Alright, this is the single chord
What is
that
it?
I know. I don't know what it's called.
Not a chord.
But it sounds awesome. Listen to it. That's like some tropical shit right there. I feel like when I play that song, it's like I'm in the Bahamas.
What chord is it though?
How the fuck should I know? Who cares about fucking chords?
So that was you outside of the pub, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't me in the pub. There's a lot of people who suck at the ukulele, alright? I'm not one of those people. I am amazing
yeah, but
at
how
the
many of them like to play the ukulele in public? You do. That was you, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Have you noticed that you've never seen Matt Lupovich and the guy outside the pub in the same room at the same time? It's because he is the guy outside of the pub that plays the ukulele.
Alright, you know what?
You suck at the ukulele.
I am awesome at the ukulele.
You know one chord, you don't even know what name it is.
Whatever. It doesn't matter what I don't know the name of the chord is. At least I know one chord, and it's a pretty fucking cool chord. And I don't even use my fingers on it. It's just like Hawaiian music right there. And it's fucking awesome. Weren't we? Anyway,
so I refuse to talk.
What?
I refuse to talk to you.
You refuse to talk to me,
Yeah.
why?
Because you won't admit who you are.
I won't admit who I am. Alright, I was the one who played the ukulele in front of the fucking
That's
pub.
what I fucking thought.
Alright, yeah. Hey, you know, I was watching this movie the other day. I think it was, what was it called? I forget what it was called. It was about this guy there. He was walking around. Oh, that King of Comedy. You ever see that with Robert De Niro?
No.
It was about this guy. He was a lunatic. He thought he was a loony, right? He thought he was a famous comedian, even though he was he was shitty. And he kept harassing this famous comedian, this actual famous comedian who owned a talk show, and he tried to get on there. And then he ended up kidnapping him in order to become the next top comedian in the world. And then he goes to jail at the end. I don't know. I just thought I would talk about that because that seems like it was an amazing movie.
Hey, whose room are we in anyway?
Whose room? I don't fucking know. It's your room, I think.
It's not my room. I don't live in a dorm.
Where do you live?
I live in an apartment in Britain.
You live in an apartment in Britain? What part of Britain? Britain's like fucking huge, yeah?
Fulham.
Fulham.
You don't know what Fulham is?
I don't fucking know where anything is, right?
Are you high?
A little bit. Anyway, I'm watching it and then I'm just staring into the computer screen and I'm wondering how the fuck do they make these such good movies so long ago and now all we have is these shitty movies like fucking Pain and Gain. What?
I don't believe in movies.
You don't believe it? Why not?
Because all we do when we watch movies is we find ourselves so enticed by this glowing box. This glowing box that controls our lives.
What fucking drugs have you been smoking? It's a glowing box.
It's a glowing box, mate. Look, it's a glowing box.
It looks like a fucking iPhone. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a fucking glowing box.
It's a glowing box that controls my life and takes away from me. It corrodes my eyes and it corrodes my mind. And we spend so much metal and so much time on it. It's 4 fucking inches long and it controls our lives.
Right, yeah, but it's not a glowing box though. It's all it is. It's a rectangle, first of all.
It's all it is a glowing box. That's what you think.
That's what I
think. You know who could really do movies?
Who can do movies?
The Indians could.
What the fuck do the Indians have?
The Indians
could make shit.
The Indians could heal you with a plant.
The Indians make shit. They fucking suck.
This is shit. This is a glowing box.
What the fuck do Indians
What can I do with the glowing box? Nothing.
And Indians,
I can kill myself with a glowing box. I can kill society with a glowing box.
How the fucking Indians cure diseases if all they have the worst fucking diseases over in that? They
had no diseases to start with. All the diseases came from Europe.
They have the plague there still. They still haven't. Yeah, they do. They still have the plague.
I'm talking about the Native Americans.
Oh, the Native Americans. Oh, whoa. What the fuck? I thought you were talking about India. India fucking sucks.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
We can agree on that. But they did something terrible. They invented corn. You know, corn is one of the most unhealthy vegetables of all time.
I don't think they invented corn.
They invented corn.
I think science created corn.
They had like a fucking cauldron, and then they put a bunch of vegetables, and then they made fucking corn, and then they started planting it, and then all of a sudden, all of America is fucking obese. That's kind of like the revenge plan.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I learned this in the 4th grade.
How did you get on this show? What credentials do you have?
It doesn't matter.
You have none.
I have
You have none.
I have.
You have none.
I have a British accent. That's about it. Okay. That's all I have. Anyway, let's talk about this toothpaste now, because you got.
Talk about the toothpaste.
Let's talk about.
We're talking about intellectual things, and you want to talk about the toothpaste.
I'm fucking sick of this conversation.
I'm done with you. I'm leaving this. I'm leaving this show. I'm out.
Anyway, I'll continue talking about the toothpaste. Now the toothpaste, you got fucking Colgate on there. It says clean, right? It says extra clean and healthy mouth. Now why the fuck would this work at all? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's all we have today. Thank you. Good night.